Well, I'd like to see more events, and I'd like to see, in the build-up to the Scottish election, I'd like to see more political education work come out of this, more events like today, and also with the EU referendum coming up as well, there's quite a lot of big political issues and events in the near future, so I think as workers we need to try and get people engaged with these kind of things, you know.
I would like this to connect into kind of some of the energy that's going on after the post-referendum, and I might see it as a continuation of that. And I've been involved in quite a lot of community groups that are looking for a vehicle to jump on, you know, because they're dead keen to get involved in something, and hopefully this process is something that will help us as a professional kind of staff base to make links that we haven't before, kind of to keep the process going.
I'd like that conversation to spread. It's no one that isn't happening. As community education workers and CLD workers, we are interested in how the world works and how individuals relate to the world. But I'd like to see it formalised in some way to wonder and to work out how we can connect individual people and those wee issues and those wee small problems to the wider world and to what Scotland society can become, I suppose.
To make sure that it is relevant to kind of workers, to young people, to adults, to communities, to make sure that with a lot of things I suppose that it's a lot of kind of great messages that have came out already. We've seen some great messages that previously have came out from the Scottish Government, from UK Government, from local councils. It's about kind of respecting that local democracy and making sure that it is relevant both to young people, to adults and to communities, and making sure it happens, that it's not just kind of talked about.
The main thing I'd like to see happen after today's conversation is all the people in this room keep coming together to have the conversation. Because I've said it's a very interesting group of people that are working with democracy and improving democracy in very different ways, and too often we just don't have the conversations together in one room, and I think a lot of ideas and a lot of interesting ideas and excitement come from those very basic conversations and dialogues that you have with each other. So yeah, I hope that the people that are leading this seminar as well will look at more opportunities for that to happen, and also some concrete action out of this that all of us can work on together.
People should then be able to see an action point that makes them feel that they've contributed to an outcome which makes a difference, and sustainable difference for the communities and young people and families that we're working with.